And welcome back to Whiskey Buds. I'm Kurt.
I was going to do a whole episode not talking, but I don't think that's going to work too well, huh?
No.
All right. Fine.
All right.
I'm Billy.
And
happy to be here, drinking more of Kurt's whiskey.
Yeah. Have you ever seen anyone so ungrateful to drink someone else's whiskey?
Like most of it's bad whiskey.
He just doesn't like whiskey, which is why he's on a whiskey show. All right.
Yeah. Perfect person for it.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and just introduce what we're going to be drinking today, because this is all going downhill.
Fancy.
Right? This is Glenfiddich.
Valley of the Deer. I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
It says it right there.
Oh, yeah, Valley of the Deer. There you go. All right. Anyways, this is a 15-year-old.
What?
This is highly rated.
Single malt Scotch whiskey.
Yeah,
Our Solera 15. This warm and spicy single malt is matured for 15 years in bourbon, new oak, and sherry casks before harmonizing in our unique Solera vat. Ooh, that sounds exciting.
Now, maybe if you could describe to the viewers what that all means while I pour, that would be wonderful.
I didn't actually comprehend what I read. I just read it out loud.
That's actually the best he's ever read a description on one of these bottles since this inception of this show.
All right, let me see. Warm, all right. Bourbon, all right. New oak. Wait, I thought bourbon was old oak. No, wait, bourbon's new oak.
Yes.
All right, freshly charred, right?
Well, yeah, new charred American oak. Or charred
Okay.
new American oak.
So new oak,
It's got to be a brand new barrel that's charred to be able to make bourbon. And it's got to be white oak, American white oak.
Okay, so new oak and bourbon's kind of the same thing.
No, actually, they're going to use something different for that.
Oh.
And it may not be charred oak, it may not be something, but the bourbon means that it's barrels that previously housed bourbon in them. New oak may not have been housing anything in them.
Okay, sherry cask, so it's got a
Little hint of sherry.
little sweetness to it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, what's Solera?
That's where this one is fun and interesting. A Solera cask is a big, and they use oak in this one, a big oak vat, right? That they will fill up with their different barrels of whiskey. Now, in this case, it's got to be at least a minimum of 15 years. So they're taking a barrel that's been aging for at least 15 years and putting it into this big vat. And then when they go to bottle it, they bottle out of that vat, but they will only drop it by about half, right? It'll never get never get below half. And then, as more barrels age to 15 years old, they will add them to the vat. So it refills the vat, mixes with the other whiskey, or the other scotch, right, that they have added over the years. So the whiskey in the vat, the other 50% of it, could be much older than the 15 years. It's continuing to do its stuff.
So it's like one of those forever stews that it is.
Yep. It's like an infinity bottle where you keep adding whiskeys that you've tried and then you never ever let it get to empty. And so this way each barrel has a chance to really fully mix and combine with the other whiskeys in there, the other scotches, and then when they bottle half of it, it's still allowed to.
Man, whiskey makers must be like the chillest, most patient people.
Dude, do you know how patient do you have to be to wait 15 years? And then on top of that, put it into a vat and say, yeah, let's wait some more.
Maybe they just have a lot of other whiskey laying around.
They probably do, actually. How much of it makes it to 15 years?
Ooh, it smells good.
Well,
It smells nice and smooth.
yeah.
That must be the bourbon smell.
There's like this, it's very subtle. It's very easy to smell. Is that a proper easy to smell? Like how does it smell? Easy?
Well, some of that stuff we smell and it's like, ugh, what's wrong with it?
Yeah, you're like, you're not supposed to drink this, are you?
It's gone bad.
Yeah. No, this is
All right, so I kind of think
there's not anything large and powerful for sense.
I think I think it's real mellow bourbon and cherry mix.
Yeah,
scent
and
in
some
there.
of the new oak, and then
I don't
everything
know
gets.
what new oak smells like.
Yeah, everything gets kind of mellowed when it gets added together for so long like that. For that. Try it.
Yeah. What proof is this?
40.
Really?
Yeah. Well, 80 proof, 40%.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's all your standard, like.
Okay, it's a little harsher than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, there's a little bit on that finish. I'm not sure how to say, like. Excuse us while we try again.
Okay, it's strong. Flavor. The sherry's like kind of like weak.
Yeah, it's like it's there hiding in the corner. Peeking out around somebody else, like, the bourbon.
There's a lot of flavor. It's not real sweet.
No.
Nope.
No, definitely Scotch. This was rated pretty highly for people getting into Scotches and stuff as being a very good entry level Scotch, intro to Scotch.
It's got a real nice aftertaste. It must be the sherry.
Maybe there's a little dryness, I guess, to the aftertaste. I mean, that wouldn't be
dry.
necessarily sherry, but
I get a dry. Yeah.
after 100 whiskeys, we start to develop small, subtle nuances in our tasting notes, where we actually start to actually be able to have tasting notes.
I'm going to try some water on this one.
I should have brought a little bit of water for you.
See if I can start over.
Oh, rinse it.
Yeah.
I have a little pipette, and I can bring out another
What
glass.
now?
A pipette. That's like a glass, almost like a glass syringe to use for metering out water, so you can put like drops of water in your whiskey.
Oh. No, I don't want to do that.
You're like, it's only 40%. I don't want to water it down.
Yeah,
like,
we don't need to mess this up. Somebody worked really, really hard on this for like at least 15 years.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that helped a little bit.
To reset.
Yeah. It's good. It's good. Yeah, it's good.
I like it.
It's
Although, what I had heard about it when I did my research before I bought it and stuff like that, when I saw it, I was like, I got to try this because I've heard so much about it. It is good, but I think
Okay, the bourbon is
I was expecting a little more out of it.
the bourbon's strong at first, then it like kind of just
Peters off.
yeah exactly, and then the sherry
Mellows.
comes in, but not very strong at all.
No, it's
like,
very subtle, and then you get just a dryness.
It's dry,
right on the
and there's a little bit
finish.
of I lost it.
You lost it, and you can't regain it still.
How long will people sit here and watch?
Dude, like, how long will they actually watch when we're actually talking to them? Like, I don't think too many people actually.
Yeah, they're glued to the screen right now. They're like, "What does it taste like?"
The only reason they're still watching is because they were physically glued to the screen.
I gotta change it. I can't stand this anymore.
That's the guy tied up in the corner. That's why he's still watching.
That's a.
It's a joke from a previous episode.
Like, you might want to explain that one.
Yeah. Why? Leave people curious. Till the cops show up at the house.
That is a cop.
Shut up.
It's just show.
It's the last one that showed up.
All right. I'm trying to figure out what the tongue sensation is.
Okay.
Like, I don't really get the whiskey bubbles that I do
Yeah.
in some of them, but it's like it's a little shock.
Little shock.
Just a little shock, it seems.
Okay. So a couple episodes ago, it was chewing on tinfoil.
No, that's a different kind.
And now this is what?
No, this is just like a little shock, like just a little. Zzz.
All right.
The one back there with tinfoil, it was like a lot. It was like, hold on, how do I?
Chewing on tinfoil.
No, it's like this electrical. Like I don't know, maybe you're holding the eel, and it's just like how. No, that's not going either. Why do you make me? Why do you make me do this?
Because that's what adds the entertainment to this show.
No, there's like a. It's not bubbles, but it's like. All right. I don't know. It's like when like in between the bourbon coming off and the sherry coming on, there's like the little alcohol hits you just for a minute, or not for a minute, for like half a second.
Yeah, for like not even very long at all.
Yeah, okay, and that's a little.
I would say that's more like the scotch actually hitting, like you get. I don't know.
Maybe
it's all scotch, but it's more reminiscent. Like I don't know. It doesn't make any sense, does it?
This is the two people who don't know what they're talking about show.
Yeah.
Welcome, and thank you for watching.
Yeah, all right. So join us next week, and we'll figure out what the hell we're drinking then.
Yeah, but good. Recommend. What'd you say? Did you like it or no?
Yeah.
I'm flustered at this point. I don't remember what happened in the first
part
of
the
episode.
I like it. I was expecting more, so
right,
a little overhyped. Yeah.
Yeah. Why?
But,
who hyped it?
Oh, all the other channels I watch.
Shame on you guys. We're not overhyping nothing.
Yeah. I'm like, all right, lots of people said this was good. Yeah.
Bowmore? Bowmore.
Bowmore.
I always get that
but
mixed up.
We're not overhyping it.
That's just right, because it's that good.
Yeah, that's really what it is.
Good save.
All right. Cheers, everybody. Join us next week.